Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys another Fortnite win that I got. I haven't actually gotten a Fortnite win in solo in a bit, and I managed to get one, which is actually really awesome. I love it when I get Fortnite wins, especially in solo, because when you get them in solo, it's all on you against 99 other people, and when you end up winning, it feels so damn good. It feels like you are literally a god. And speaking of a god, the gameplay that you're going to be watching is me playing as Thanos, because I actually won as Thanos in this video. So pretty much I was playing like I was a god, because I basically was. I was, the strongest person in the whole entire lobby playing as Thanos. I didn't get him right away though. That's the thing. That's the kicker about today's video. So they slightly tweaked the Thanos game mode right now in Fortnite Battle Royale. So where Thanos is actually nerfed, he's actually not as strong as he used to be. They nerfed his laser beam on his gun, and they also ended up making it so that way he can't jump forward as extremely far. When he ends up doing his super jump, he kind of just goes more just straight up now. So you kind of have to do this thing where you have to do a jump and then a lock in the air laser type of thing, or you have to just jump over a very minute hill or something, because if it's a drastic jump, you're really not going to make any progress. So you have to be very careful with how you use Thanos now, and a lot of people actually seem like they're dying with him, because if you actually look at the gameplay here, I actually didn't get him right away, not only because they changed the storm, because originally the storm made it so that way you had only 4 areas that you could be in, because it was super small and acted like Blitz. Now they made it a lot bigger, where it's pretty much the whole entire map except for a couple of the outskirt areas like Moisty and Junk Junction. But the thing is with Thanos is that now that the area is bigger and they've nerfed him, a lot of people have been dying with him a lot. If you look, there's a Thanos that looks like pretty much every single time that somebody ends up getting him, there's a brand new one. So it looks like there's a Thanos every, it seems 2 minutes, and it's pretty insane. So with Thanos, you have to be very careful now. You can't just go Rambo. In fact, Thanos actually ended up rushing me here at Tilted Towers at one point, and I was so worried that he was going to kill me. But luckily, when he did rush me, though, he didn't exactly know where I was. I think that he either saw me and he lost track of me, or he just didn't see me to begin with. You'll see that later on in the gameplay. But I decided to go to Tilted Towers because I was just like, you know what, since they made the storm bigger, it's probably not worth just hovering in the air like I originally was to try to cheese the gauntlet. So I'll just land and just play it out, and I'll see if I can get Thanos at the end, so that way when it's the top 5 or whatever, I can end up getting it last second and then being really OP. So I was trying to work the outskirts of Tilted, where a lot of people were probably going, and just trying to end up getting a whole bunch of kills there, getting set up. I ended up managing to find 2 gold scars, a blue tack, some machine gun, and then slowly upgrade to a purple one. I ended up getting a blue tack shotgun. I ended up getting a med kit, tons of mini shields, and I was just set up, man. I was ready to kick Thanos' ass. And then here's the part where he actually ended up finding me. I was alone, and he had basically all of his health, so I didn't want to challenge him by myself when he had that much HP. I wanted to wait until he was more at around 400 HP, because one of the things I've learned about Thanos is that even with his nerf, if you were able to get headshots with a golden scar or whatever, and you could laser him mid-jump where he can't move, you can shred his shields pretty easily. In fact, it's sometimes easier to kill him more than it is to kill some of these random people that I find that are not as Thanos. For example, I barely survived this guy that was fighting me behind the tree here. Luckily, though, I had an RPG and was able to kill him. I just have no idea how I didn't suicide myself there, because the RPG was, I think, a pixel off from blowing me up, and I was low enough health that it would have one-shot me, so thank God that it didn't, because I've had so many suicides with the RPG, you guys have no idea. It's actually embarrassing to a certain degree. But I'm really glad that I actually ended up getting this gameplay. I really wasn't expecting to win either. Usually when I hop on Fortnite, I'll be like, oh yeah, it'll be cool if I get a win, but I'm not expecting to get one, and so that's why it's 10 times more rewarding when I do get one. And I'm really glad that I got this in the Thanos game mode, because it's super fun to not only win in Fortnite, and not only to win in solo, but to play it win in a brand new mode. That's also amazing. There is 50v50 actually alongside of the Thanos game mode right now. So you actually have solos, duos, squads, 50v50, and Thanos. So this is the most game modes I believe we had at a time in Fortnite, because usually there's only 1 LTM at a time. Now we have 2, and the other 3 original game modes. That's really cool. So if you guys want to end up getting some wins, these 2 game modes that are out right now are really good for that. Now we're going to get back a little bit more to the gameplay. So right now we're in the, I believe, top 4, and I ended up managing to end up getting a launch pad and some really other good gear and some materials and ammo off the guy that I killed with the RPG, and I was luckily able to get away with from the storm because of it. Now I'm going to be going up this hill here because I know that the high ground is going to be the key here, and I'm looking at Thanos' health, and I'm just like, oh yes, this is my time. This is where I can become Thanos and kick everybody's ass. So I'm looking for him, and then he ends up just swan diving pretty much into the battlefield, and I just end up lasering him in the sky because see, he gets stuck there and he can't do anything, and I just shot him in his crotch basically, and I was getting lasered immediately, but luckily the gauntlet gives you, I guess, an invisibility, not invisibility, sorry, invincibility moment where like you can't be killed, so that way when you get the gauntlet you don't just die immediately, and that's really lucky for me. The one thing though that I managed to end up doing somehow in this gameplay that I still have no idea is I ended up getting into the storm and almost dying, but somehow just survived. I think they nerfed the storm to Thanos because there was no way that I should have survived this storm in the original game mode, because I could have sworn that it was like a 10 tick per second for Thanos, like when he was in the storm in this game mode. And as you guys can see, the jumping is just absolutely horrible. It won't let me go over this hill. I actually had to climb up the ramp because it just wasn't working for me. And if I can give you guys some advice with Thanos, I actually might make a tips and tricks video for him, because some people are actually managing to end up dying with him pretty much almost instantly, and that's in fact the very first thing that happened to me with Thanos, is I just died immediately. I was thinking about making a tips and tricks video for like how to get him and how to survive longer with him, so if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comment section down below. But one tip I can give you guys right now is that with Thanos, unless you are hiding, don't jump, because the fact that you jump will basically render you completely immobile and make you just like unable to move and defend yourself, and you're basically useless. The only reason why I'm jumping here is to chase this guy because there's nobody else around, but I really do not recommend doing it right in front of people. This was a rookie mistake here. I ended up jumping underneath the ramp, and I pushed myself out into the storm and almost ended up actually dying because the other guys were shooting right around my vicinity, but managed to somehow kill each other instead of me. And then I ended up going right for this final guy right here, right at the top of the hill, as the storm was completely consuming the map, and I killed him with 3 HP. 3 HP. 3 HP, guys. I ended up getting so lucky here. The storm was getting so small to the point where like it was literally going to consume the whole entire map. That was the final circle. There was going to be no more circles after that, and I would have just ended up, you know, being in the storm with the guy at that point. It was going to one-shot me if I didn't kill that guy, so I had to chase him. And luckily for me, I killed him with 3 HP by just punching him right in the face. It was amazing. And I hope you guys end up enjoying this gameplay. This was really fun to get. I really love playing as Thanos. This is it's just so fun to be OP. I love it where you can become these third-party characters inside games. That's one of the things I liked about COD Ghost, was like where you could become Michael Myers the Predator and the Death Mariachi, and I love it in Fortnite how you can become Thanos. It feels like the exact same type of reward, and it's amazing. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the Avengers or Thanos game mode in Fortnite Battle Royale, and let me know what you think that they could do to end up making the game even better with adding in more game modes like this, because I would love to have another game mode where we can play as another character like this, because it's so much fun. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless. If you liked today's video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later, guys. Peace.